I am a man of very bad opinions, and that is subjective. But if you're a part of the anime community, you know that it doesn't matter how many times people disagree with you. If you are disagreed with once, you are considered to be an absolute idiot, and that you should go get us done. Because that's just how the anime community works. I don't get it. You don't get it. But it doesn't matter how many W's you take. If you get one L, you lose. For example, I'd like to reference Snuffy. I made a list with 100 things on it. She disagreed with 3. You know what she called me? A brain dead moron.
Tectone, how come you have such shit taste in anime?
I don't get it. I'm not here to please people. I'm just here to tell you how it is. So that way, if you want my perspective, it's not like, oh yeah, let me give you the bargain bin generic opinion. Oh, I love Goku. Chimera Ant Arc is the greatest. It's about existentialism. Hey, that's for you, buddy. You know who you are. I'm just here to tell you my opinion. And if you agree with it, great. If you don't agree with it, I literally don't care. You know what I do care about? Having interesting, thought-provoking conversations of why you agree or why you disagree. And right now, I have 17 hot takes. Welcome to episode number 1 of Hot Trash Anime Takes. What might say I have trash taste? Okay, I need to stop that joke. Hot take number 1. We've all seen My Hero. You can feel the author trying so hard to get you to root for Deku. It's not gonna work. Here's what I suggest. Just fucking kill him and give One for All to Mirio, and the show will be infinitely better. That's just my opinion. Agree or disagree? 69% yes. Bro, Deku's crying right now, man. Do we have to go? Yes. Imagine how much of a moment that would be. Deku gets like exploded by Shigaraki, and All for One like pops out like a fucking gum fruit. Mirio gulps that glizzy, and he becomes the next All Might. Would be fucking insane. Next anime take. This one's a spicy one. I want to walk you through a scenario. We all know that one little kid. He goes to karate. He has the martial arts training. Everybody in his class is like, wow, you're the strongest. And everybody in his classroom calls him One Punch Man. There's a difference between talk and action. And I'm telling you this right now, Goku would pants Saitama and spank his fucking ass cheeks around the goddamn galaxy. Don't believe me? I would like to reference the final fight for One Punch Man season 1 where he fights Boros. Saitama has to hold his breath in outer space. Goku just blows up the universe and then Saitama can't breathe. Goku instant transmissions out. Saitama explodes. Sorry, man. You're not gonna one punch your way out of that. 55% agree? What? Next anime take. I want to walk you through eating dinner. If I go to McDonald's and I order a hamburger and then I bite it and my teeth chips, and inside of my hamburger, there's a nuclear bomb. And somebody says, well, the burger would have been really good if you just skipped over that part. Let me tell you a shit anime take. If you're saying, hey, this anime's really good, just skip 80% of the show. I'm sorry. That's a shit fucking take. 80% agree. Hey, Naruto fans, fuck out of here. Next. Now, this is one that I fully understand my bias. I am very biased on this one. I understand that. When I was a little kid, women used to suck chips off of my fingers. And it was great. And I developed an oral fetish from a very early age. For example, in Doki Doki Literature Club, where Yuri sucks the blood out of your finger, I'm like, bro, yes, please. But I need to ask, who? And I mean, who likes panty shots? Literally, who fucking cares? Agreed. 81%. I feel like I'm finally amongst my people. Do you disagree with any of these anime takes? Well, first of all, would love for you to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Leave me a comment on why I'm a basher for not understanding the true artistic beauty of panty shots. But why don't you come over to my Twitch, twitch.tv/Tectone. Leave me a comment saying, hey, Tectone, I jerk off to underwear every day and I'm offended. Let's move on to the next take. I think morally ambiguous characters or flawed characters are a great, beautiful thing. Watching a character come from being a shitbag to becoming a good, morally sound individual is a beautiful story. But here's the great thing. Did you know that you can tell that story without just making your main character a fucking pedophile? I think Mushoku Tensei would have been way better without all the weird ass pedo shit. And here's how you do it. Instead of having the main character oogle and google over young little girls when he has the mental capacity of a 35-year-old man, just literally make him perv on older women. When he's like going up to fucking Sylphie and being like, hey man, I can't wait to groom you into my wife. I'm like, oh no, bro. Jesus Christ. Hey, 86% yes. Okay. This was supposed to be majorly no. Maybe I'm presenting myself too well. And let me do one that I know people aren't gonna fucking agree with. Okay. Do you know what? Hey! You're distracting me from my video, you freaking donut. What a good boy. Here you go. People go to art museums to admire art. People play video games, majorly for combat and mechanics. A lot of people, myself included, I watch anime for good characters and overarching story. And this show does have great characters, but just an honest fucking question. What the fuck is Cowboy Bebop even about? Like, I feel like there is an overarching story, but maybe we just introduced that earlier in the show? How is that 67% agreed? Why are y'all being yes men? I would like to walk you all through a little story here. Goku wants to be the strongest character in the entire universe. I don't know, because he hates his wife and children and he wants to leave his house. Then you have a Luffy. He wants to be the king of the pirates because now he can't fucking swim and he's made out of gum and rubber. You have Naruto, who wants to be the next Hokage, king of the fucking ninja pirate Super Saiyans because he got beat up when he was a little kid. Or you have Deku. He wants to be the #1 hero in the entire galaxy. I don't even know what the fuck fairy tales about, and there's probably some dumb bitch who wants to be #1 too. Asta. Asta wants to be the Wizard King because he wants to fuck some bitch. Asta is the greatest main character of any shonen by far. Thank you! Finally disagreed. 60% disagree. Hey, 40% agree for Asta being the greatest main character though. Respectable. Here's a spicy one. I think telling a story of loss and pain is a very interesting one. Seeing the main character have to overcome controversy and travesty and going through dark times to once again restore the order and take his journey to a new level is great. But I'll be real. I would rather just skip all that shit and just hear the funny, wacky story of an MC who actually has his shit together and isn't a little bitch who has to become a real man. Gurren Lagann would have been better if Kamino was just the main character throughout the entire story. Sorry. 70% no? Simone was a pussy! For like 5 episodes, he's like, oh, boo-hoo, I'm so sad. And we all had to suffer through that shit. I understand that people like stories with layers. You have a story going this way and it's gonna be really good, and then you veer off over here and that's fine and good, and then you veer off over here and then you say some bullshit like, oh, well, that was the author's main plan from the beginning, and if you don't get that, well, sorry, you're just dumb. I mean, there was so many little hints and pieces everywhere. You should have fucking known. Listen, you might like political thrillers and that's okay. To me, I like mech animes, and let's just be real. AOT is a glorified meat suit mech anime, and I think Attack on Titan would have just been better if it was just about Titans fighting Titans, and once you beat the colossal Titan, all the other Titans stop being cunts. I think AOT should have just been about fighting the Titans. 70% disagree? Come on! Whatever, to the 30%, yo. Respect, I acknowledge you. It's the entire point, dude. You handled it wrong. Okay, man. Not bad, but basic. If it was basic, the majority would have agreed. The amount of times people worship authors for just shifting the main plot entirely. Oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever because you gave up on the original plot. And they say some bullshit like, oh, wait, it always had to be that way. Whatever, dude. Next take. I understand that the classics are the classics and how certain shows are highly regarded for being the best ever. You might like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but I'm sorry. The jokes fall flat. The majority of humor for that show is overreactions and loud yelling, kind of like me. Maybe me and Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood have a lot more in common. What if we yell really loud? Wouldn't that be funny? Yes, 90%. Oh, I finally don't feel fucking crazy. Oh, thank you, dude. I felt like I was a fucking psychopath with that one, man. This next one goes out to a pretty well-known creator, maybe you've heard of him, called Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball Z. Dragon Ball was a masterpiece. Dragon Ball Z, up until the Cell arc, was also peak. Majin Buu Saga Post, including Super, was all mid, if even below mid. But you know what was also peak that you decided to retcon? Dragon Ball GT actually went fucking hard. And you told me that that shit doesn't exist. Because Dragon Ball GT was so fucking good. Super Saiyan 4, Goku, and Vegeta were fucking sick. And I'll say it, baby is what Majin Buu should have been. And also, baby Vegeta was fucking sick. Also, let's not forget, welcome to the Grand Tour, welcome to the Grand Tour, Dragon Ball GT. Ha, ha. Dude, it was so fucking sick. 70% agreed. Thank you, dude. Okay. I am a man whose imagination is quite wild. I don't need anime producers to show me what things are supposed to look like. I can feel them, and I like imagining how they look. But I'm here to stick up for the homies. I'm here to stick up for the readers. I'm here to stick up for the underdogs, the supposed elitists who are told, oh, if you tell us to read manga, you're a bastard. I'm sorry. But if the animation studio is lacking, and if the voice acting is terrible, I'm going to recommend that you read the manga, or if the pacing is shit, or if it deviates from the original plot. I recommend reading Tokyo Ghoul. I recommend reading One Piece. I recommend reading Black Clover. To be honest, I recommend reading all shonen in general. I'm not gonna sit here and be called toxic when I say you should watch Demon Slayer because the animation is insane. You should watch Mob Psycho because the animation is incredible. But when a show lacks, like Beastars, have you seen that shit? But if the manga is just cleaner and better, it's not fucked up to recommend it. 90% agree. Thank you, dude. I'm just saying. Now, let's go into a big one. Time is money. Every second is precious. Every minute is invaluable. The price to put on one man's hour is insane. If someone tells you, hey man, why don't you go take the day to see if you enjoy the same hobby as me? That's fine. But if you were gonna sit there dead ass and tell me, hey, why don't you come spend the next 4 months trying out this hobby to see if you like it the same amount as me, I'm gonna tell you to go fuck yourself. But telling people to go watch One Piece,
People say One Piece is mid, but you haven't watched every 1,000 episodes.
I have. You're toxic. Now, it's different if you've been watching it since you were a little kid, but do you know how many other animes I could watch in the same time as it would take me to watch fucking One Piece? You could watch all of Demon Slayer, all of One Punch, all of Mob, all of Steins Gate, all of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, all of Gurren Lagann. You could probably watch Naruto too, and you still wouldn't have spent enough time as you would have spent if you watched all of One Piece. It's toxic. I can watch maybe 1 or 2 episodes of anime a day. What do you want me to do? Spend a fucking year and a half watching One Piece? It's fucking toxic. 80% agree. Thank you. Telling someone, hey man, here's a great anime, go watch One Piece, you're a bad friend because you're making them learn one thing when they could have learned thousands other. Final take. A lot of people need to understand the concept of nostalgia. When you're a little kid, you didn't have bills to pay, your biggest concern was just doing your homework, wondering which Lunchable you were going to eat. You were from a simpler time, but you remember things more fondly if they were in a moment of your life where you were happier. That's just how the world works. A lot of this when we were children, we all experienced the same thing. We all experienced the joy of turning on, Cartoon Network, the late shift happened, Adult Swim came on, or hell, even Toonami, and a nice little movie would play about a little girl who lost her parents. She gets transported to a different world. She goes through a tunnel, and now there's monsters and demons everywhere, and she has to figure out how to get her parents back because she feels like they're turned into pigs. And it was a good story back then, but I apologize. Ghibli movies are mid. No, 72%. Let's go. I knew I'd piss y'all off somehow, dude. I'm not sorry about it either. I think Your Name is better than any Ghibli movie ever made. There it is. Those were what, maybe 15 hot takes? I don't know. I can't count. I'm a manga reader, so I'm a fucking idiot. Let me know what your anime hot take is. I'll react to it. I hope you enjoyed watching this video on Twoocy. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed, but please, please, please. This channel's all about learning what my community thinks and learning what new people think. So whether you are a part of my community or whether you're a new member, I just want to know what you're thinking because I feel like understanding another way a human's brain works is the most interesting thing possible. Whether you agree or disagree, I don't care. We're all just people and I love everybody regardless of that shit. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for being here on my Twitch stream, which by the way, if you join me at twitch.tv/techdown, if you're an eggy homie, leave a dink donk in the comments and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.